When people leave their home countries to settle in other countries, they may abandon their physical possessions, but they don't leave their cultures. Spoonley, the social scientist writer, states that the need to adapt to the new culture in the host country and to maintain the culture from the original country divides loyalties of immigrants between their new country and the country they're coming from. To test this claim, I visited multicultural communities in Auckland, starting with the family of Angeli in East Auckland. Where are you from and for how long have you lived in New Zealand?
I am from the Philippines and I have lived here in New Zealand for 7 years now, and I have acquired New Zealand citizenship.
Having lived in New Zealand for 7 years and become a New Zealander, do you always identify yourself as a New Zealander?
Not totally, but having a New Zealand citizenship, I still have my Philippine roots, and I'm happy, me and my family are happy to be called Filipino New Zealander or New Zealander from the Philippines.
Also, immigrant parents teach their children to maintain the culture from their country of origin.
I think it's very important for our kids to know where they are coming from and to learn what is part of them and part of their identity, that is Eritrean culture, our culture.
I come from France, and French culture is part of me. When I am with my parents, we speak French and we eat French food. However, we enjoy the New Zealand way of living.
Even economically, immigrants' loyalty is divided, insofar as they run divided budgets to support their families in the host country and their relatives in the country where they come from. Moreover, immigrants establish a solid business link with their homeland community. It is estimated that the traditional Tongan dress shipped from Tonga and sold in New Zealand to the Tongan immigrants generates hundreds of thousands of dollars in income for the sellers in their homeland.
I admire this beautiful tawala, and it came all the way from Tonga. I bought it for $50, and every time I wear it, it takes my memory back to Tonga because I really miss Tonga.
In my culture, we stand and fall together. With my relative back in Tonga, we are one. We share whatever we have, and the distance cannot change that. I send money to my mother and sometimes to my little brother.
After assimilating the host country culture, some youth, however, struggle with practicing the culture from their original country.
I work very hard and I want to save money to buy the things that I need, but my parents are always advising me to send money to Tonga to help out relatives.
In the Pacific regions, not only goods and capitals are circulated, but also ideas flow from the diaspora into the homeland through the computer-mediated communication. Political involvement of immigrants through distance voting and lobbying is another evidence of divided loyalties of immigrants between their country of origin and the host country.
During elections in India, I vote, and when there is election in New Zealand, I vote too. Both are my countries, and I will not give up either of them.
All in all, although the well-settled immigrants count themselves lucky enough to live in the countries such as New Zealand, the divided loyalties between their culture of origin and the host culture may pull some of them back into their homelands. Thank you for watching. I'm Jospin.